Good morning students, I welcome you for the online class of economics. Today we are continuing with the statistics only. Instead of BST, I will be putting the statistics only, the two videos, one part 1 and part 2. So part 1 we will be going to learn the quartile deviation, and then we will be proceeding with the mean deviation. I know quartile deviation we started, interquartile range we started, but by quartile deviation we will be proceeding with today's topic. Let us move. Very first interquartile range and discrete series we will complete, and then continuous series, then we will move to quartile deviation. Calculation of interquartile range and discrete series. When we see students, find out interquartile range from the figures given below. What are the size, frequency? 7, 14, 21, 28, 35 and 42 is given. Frequency is given. Interquartile range also we will see the size, not the frequency. Size, and we will take the frequency, cumulative frequency. Calculation of Q1 and Q3 will be done by arranging the data and taking out the CF. Size we see 7, 14, 21, 28. It is in serial order. Frequency is given 3, 4, 5, 3, 2. Okay, CF we will be taking. So here when we will see students, size Q1 we want to take. Size of M plus. What is N? Frequency. M plus 1 by 4 we will do. Total frequency how much came? N 19. So 19 plus 1 20 definitely. Here what we will come? Here it will come 20 divided by 4, which is fifth item. Size of 20 divided by 4, 5. Size of fifth item we have to take. It lies in 5 CF, whose size is 14. Fifth item CF, what it is? 14. So Q1 is 14. Same way we will take Q3. As the formula will be having one difference. Here in Q1 n plus 1 by 4 is there, while in Q3 3 into n plus 1 by 4. So 3 into 5, 15. Size of 15th item in the CF we will see. Where is the 15th item in the size? Here we can see there 15th item lies in the CF 17. So here the item 50 has it is lies in the 17. So here it is 35. Q3 equals to 35 came. So in which CF the Q3 will lie? That will be the, there the marks will be the Q3. Interquartile range Q3 minus Q1 we will do as we were doing in the quartile range in individual series. Same way discrete series also will be there. So here we will get the answer 21. Calculation of interquartile range in continuous series. When we see calculate of interquartile range from the following data, marks and number of students are given 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 and so on. Number of students you can see. Calculation of Q1 and Q3, same way students, the continuous series. First of all take the F, and from that CF take out marks, and then we will take the interquartile range class. So CF we can see there 10, 25, 45, 55 and 60. So what we are seeing there, Q1 size of n by 4th item. The formula changes here because the formula which was in the individual and discrete, here it won't work. So here it will be n by 4 item. So size of 60 by 4, it will be 15th item. So it lies in the CF 25 CF, whose mark group is 10 to 20. So Q1 equals to L1 plus CF by n by 4 minus CF by F into I. So here it comes the answer 10 plus 15 by minus 10, that is 5 by 15 into 10, that is 3.33. Here we get 13.3. As Q3 when we take the formula, here also it is changed. 3 into n by 4th item. Let us take n by 4, and total n was 60. So 60 divided by 4, that will come again that 15 into 3 we will be doing, it will be 45th item. Size of 45th item lies in the CF, in the 45th CF, whose marks group is what? 20 to 30. Okay, what I will be showing there, CF where it is lying there. Let us see in the tabular data. 45 lies in the CF 45. So 45 here the class interval what will be there? It will be 20, 30. Okay, so Q3 had been taken. Have you understood? So now therefore Q3 equals to L. Now in the what the answer came, let us take in the formula L1 plus 3n by 4 minus CF. This formula you have to note down. This formula you have to note down that for class series two formulas are there. One it is this and this is the second. Same work for Q1 also. So Q3 equals to L1 plus 3n by 4 minus CF upon F into I. So L1 how much is there? 20 plus 3n. 3n how much? 45. 3 into 45. 3 and 45 came. 45 minus how much is the frequency there? Preceding frequency, that will be 25. So here we will add the values and we will get the answer for the Q3 by taking the Q3 and Q1. Now in the last we will take interquartile range, that is the formula Q3 minus Q1. So let us proceed. 30 minus 13.33, the answer came 16.67. So this is the way. Please make a screenshot of the question how it has been solved and do in the copy. So interquartile range from the following data. First of all, tabular data will be there. In that CF you calculate, and after that Q1 and Q3 you have to take by the two formulas of Q1, that is Q1 equals to n by 4 item, and after calculating Q1 size we have to proceed with the formula for class interval series L1 plus m by 4 minus CF upon F into I. And here CF will be the preceding class. You don't forget that. Same class CF we are taking for Q1. So here we will take CF equals to 25 in the preceding. Okay. So let us see the formula. Next, one more question. Calculate interquartile range with the help of following data. Class interval is given 1 to 5, 5 to 10, 6 to 10, 11 to 15, 16 to 20, 21 to 25. Frequency is given 5, 10, 15, 6 and 4. First of all, convert the inclusive series into exclusive one. Calculation of Q1 and Q3 will be done. Class intervals you can see F and CF. As we can see there, class intervals is already given there. Why it has to be included? Has the series you can see 1 to 5. The upper limit class and the lowest limit of the second class are not same. So here we will convert first of all inclusive series into exclusive series. We had did the conversion here. Now in this series, after conversion we will take the same way CF from F. So here F from F CF has been taken out. Now we will take the formula Q1, as the formula is size of n by 4th item. So n by 4th item, substitute the values of n. How much is the total frequency? That is 40. 40 divided by 4th item, we will see 20 it will come. So 20 lies in which CF? 20 lies in the CF 30. So here the preceding CF will be 15 in the next calculation. L1 plus, as we are taking L1 plus m by 4th minus CF upon F. So there CF will be 15, preceding CF, not the same existing CF. Let us see. Q1 equals to L1 plus m by 4th minus CF into I. Here we can see L1, the same, first of all class interval. As CF lies in the 15, so class interval will be 5.5 to 10.5. So let us proceed with the same formula. So by proceeding with the formula, what we see, Q1 had been came as Q1 equals to L1 plus m by 4 minus CF into upon F into I. L1 substitute the values 5.5. n by 4th, what answer came? 10 minus preceding CF I said it was 5 divided by F of that line, that is 10, into I difference. 10.5 minus 5.5, has I is the limit, the difference between the class interval limits. So here we have taken it is came 5. So let us proceed with the same. We got the answer 8. Same way Q3 we have to take. Q3 equals to size of 3n by 4 item. Size of 3 into, what is the total of F? 40. 40 divided by 4. Here it comes 40 divided by 4, it is 10. 10 into 3, here it comes 30. So 38 item, size of 38 item, let us see and come from the tabular data. 38 item lies in the CF 30. So next formula when we will take L1 plus m by 4th into CF upon F into I. What is there? I difference 30, class interval 10.5, frequency 15, CF 15. Let us substitute Q3. Q3 equals to L1, how much is there? 10.5 plus m by 4th, how much it was calculated? That was 30 only, plus C of 15 divided by 15 into 5. Here 5 3 is a 15. Substituting the values, the same values are coming what we were calculating. 10.5 plus 30 minus 50 divided by 15 into 5. Let us multiply it. 10.5 plus 30 minus 15, 15 divided by 15 into 5. It will be cancelled. 1 into 5, 5. So 10.5 plus 5, it will be 15.5. Interquartile range, after calculating Q3 and Q1, the interquartile range will be coming as 15.5 minus 8, that will be 7.5. So this way students, interquartile range gets completed in discrete, continuous class and individual series. Now we will be proceeding with the next topic of the chapter, that is quartile deviation. Let us proceed with the topic. First of all, meaning of quartile deviation. What do you mean by quartile deviation? Quartile deviation means it is known as half of difference of third quartile and first quartile. It is also known as semi-interquartile range. Characteristic, it is easy to calculate, it is easy to understand. It is a useful measure for studying the means of series. There is no need of special knowledge for calculating quartile deviation. It is not affected by extreme observations. Method and procedure: find the value of third quartile, then find the value of first quartile, and then apply the following formula. So here also for quartile deviation we have to take out Q3 and Q1 same way as we taken for interquartile deviation, and then we will use this formula of quartile deviation that makes Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. So note down the formula of quartile deviation, that is Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. Coefficient of quartile deviation, when we see student, quartile deviation is an absolute measure of dispersion. The relative measure corresponding to this measure, that is coefficient of quartile deviation, equals to Q3 minus Q1 divided by Q3 plus Q1. So there it comes, calculation of quartile deviation in individual series. Calculate quartile deviation and its coefficient from the following data. You can see the data. Note down the data and the definition and coefficient formula, students, first of all in the copy, then we will proceed to the calculation. I think you noted down. Now we can calculate. Calculate quartile deviation has a formula is Q3 minus Q1. So let us proceed with Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. That we don't have to forget, because quartile, interquartile range and quartile deviation, this is the difference. Here in the series 200 is the highest and lowest value 120 itself. Q3 minus Q1, first of all we have to take, okay. We cannot take the highest and lowest value. So let us see serial calculation of Q1 and Q3. Serial number value of X is given. We will divide. Q3 1 equals to size of n plus 1 by 4th item we will take. So n plus 1 by 4th, how much is the n value? 7. 7 plus 1 divided by 4 equals to 8 by 4. Size of second item, that is Q1. Size of 3, that is 6th item, that is Q3 220. Okay, so individual series has we taken Q3 and Q1, as I said, formula is there, size of n plus 1 by 4th item for Q1. Same way the formula for Q3, size of 3 into n plus 1 by 4th item, same. So here we comes 220 minus 140, second item, that we will get 80 by 2, that is 40. So quartile deviation calculated. Now coefficient of quartile deviation formula Q3 minus Q1 divided by Q3 plus Q1, hence we said 220 minus 140 when we did, and divided by 220 plus 140 we will get 0.22. Next, calculation of quartile deviation and discrete series. Compute the quartile deviation and its coefficient from the following data. Wages in rupees is given, number of workers given. Quartile deviation same for base, calculation of Q1 and Q3 from the wages we have to do. Number of workers, F is given, CF we will calculate. Q1 formula is m plus 1 by 4th item, same formula you can see. M plus 1, how much is the frequency? 99. 99 plus 1 divided by 4, 100 by 4, it will be coming as 25th item. Size of 25th item lies in the CF 45, so frequency will be 25 and CF will be preceding 20. So let us see, size of 25th item lies in the CF 45, so size item how much is there? 50, so Q1 equals to 50. Size of 3n plus 1 by 4, same way we will calculate, students. 3 into n, how much value? 99 plus 100 divided by 4, 75th item. 75th item lies in which CF? Let us check by ourselves. 75th item lies in the CF 80. So Q3 will be 70. What will be the Q3? That will be 70. Let us check. Q3 equals to 70. Came? Now, not able to see here, Q3 came 70. Q3 minus Q1 is the quartile deviation divided by 2. So let us see Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. When we did, we got here 10. Coefficient of quartile deviation, when we see Q3 minus Q1 divided by Q3 plus Q1, here it will come 70 minus 50 divided by 70 plus 50. So let us calculate there. It will come 20 divided by 120 equals to 0.167. Next comes calculation of quartile deviation in continuous series. Calculate quartile deviation and its coefficient from the data given below. Quartile deviation from the data given below. Let us proceed, students. Calculation of quartile deviation and its coefficient. Arrange the data and then frequency CF same way, but here class interval formula changes. Q1 equals to n by 4, n plus 1 not, n by 4th item. When we do n by 4th item, we will see 20 divided by 4th item, that is size of 7th item. 7th item, size of 7th item where it lies, that is the 10th CF. So class interval will be 30 to 40. CF will be 6 and CF will be 4. Substitute the values in the formula. L1 plus n by 4 minus CF upon f into I. Same formula, continuous series. We are going from the median chapter only. Nothing is different. So same formula we will apply. L1, as I said, it became 30 plus CF f 6, as I said 6. N by 4th, it is calculated 7 minus CF preceding one, as I said, it will be 4. Can you see in the table? 4 is a 10. So here we will see side of 3 n by 4. Same with Q3 calculated. It lies in the CF 24th, whose group is 50 to 60. Same way apply, and then we will be getting the quartile deviation, that is Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. So there we will get the formula of quartile deviation. So this was the for today's class. Thank you and have a nice day. Next class we will be moving with the mean deviation, as quartile deviation completed of the dispersion chapter. Now practice the questions what is there related to quartile deviations. If any doubt, ask to me. Thank you.